Nice to meet you. I'm going to play a video. I don't know how to do that. We're not going to watch the video there. You can watch it over here because it's playing here as well. We're Marshmallow Laser Feast. We are a company that's based in the east of London. We make work which explores new forms of emerging media or new technologies in order to tell stories. So we're most interested in culture, in the creative form, and telling different types of stories in different ways. We have created robots that shine lights. We're creating a piece at the moment which is about space and learning about gravitational waves, but by creating what we're describing as a giant VR headset where multiple people can get in there together at once. A bit not dissimilar from what Igloo do here. This is a piece that we made in September 2015, which is called In the Eyes of the Animal. It was one of our first forays into virtual reality, but also looking at VR, not just about what's in the headset and what people see, but about the performative elements that it allows you to create with the people that are using the technology too. So we were kind of like, well, what happens if you design something on the outside of the headset? You know, do we always have to be kind of clad in plastic across our face like we're doing here? Usually, Tree Hugger, the piece that we're showing here today, is designed around a kind of giant sequoia, which is the same as the piece that you're seeing on the inside. This is a piece that we made in Montreal and for the City of Culture in Hull last year, called A Colossal Wave. It's a piece that explores the use of immersive technologies in public space. So kind of what happens if public art starts to use these types of technologies? What more can you do with public art if you use VR or AR or kind of mixed realities? It's completely ridiculous. You walk to the top of a giant 40-foot shipping container, you throw a bowling ball off the side and it lands on a gong, and when it lands on that gong, it creates a colossal tidal wave in virtual reality and takes you to a completely different world. It's also connected to another experience where you use your voice to create animations. So we're kind of exploring loads of different themes that the technologies allow you to do. A lot of the in-headset content you see was all authored using animation tools in virtual reality. So we used Oculus Medium, Quill, Tilt Brush, things like that to create our world and then explore it too. And now we're kind of, as I mentioned, we're exploring this idea of what happens if you expand those worlds, if you open them up. How do we create, use the games engine tools, use other authoring abilities for mobile, for web, but get those on bigger and better kind of huge spaces to allow for our audiences to get much bigger. So this is one of our works on a 23-meter slightly curved screen with a mirrored floor and a mirrored ceiling to kind of create this epic image. And now we're kind of interested in, well, what does it look like if we do it in public? There's a lot of this idea of location-based experiences popping up around the world, and we want to do that too. We're not interested in shoot-'em-up games. We're not interested in killing each other. We're interested in creating really beautiful experiences about the world around us that bring joy, hopefully, that can be done for large audiences and taken to scale. So this is a project that we're developing at the moment where you've got a kind of viewing gallery for people here to see everybody in headset, and then you've got about 10 to 20 people going through this experience all at once. And these can be long form. We're exploring experiences that don't last 5 minutes here and there, but are kind of an hour plus long. And that gives you an idea of the kind of visual style we're going for. Thank you very much.
Does anyone have any questions for now?
You don't have to.
Oh, there's a question over here.
Thank you for that presentation. Simple question. I'm just wondering what your plans are for the future with the company, where you're heading with this.
Good question. The image that I showed at the end there in terms of the what we're referring to as a location-based experiences is sort of where we're heading. I think we want to see our work reaching hundreds of thousands and millions of people, not kind of tens of thousands that it reaches at the moment when you're kind of taking one headset to certain places or you've got smaller scale exhibitions. So it's about scale in terms of people, audience, and the amount of people that can see our work. It's about, but it's also about the kind of quality of experience that we're trying to create as well. And we won't be using VR in the next few years. We'll be onto the, layering realities on actual reality. We want to see all this technology disappear. It's not necessarily about the zeitgeist of that one particular technology at that one time. This is about what we're doing to tell a story or create a world, a different world for you as an audience.
Thank you, Nell. And thank you for your very interesting talk.
Not at all, thank you.